Well, surprising no one who's been paying attention, the Resident Evil franchise is coming to Dead by Daylight. And just like Silent Hill before it, everyone is super hyped and excited for the new chapter. And you should be! It's a great series with a lot of lore to work with and memorable characters that everyone loves. We'll get to the speculation in a second, but let me take a moment to remind you whose channel this is by reminding you that Behaviour is creating this chapter. The same studio responsible for the amazing Binding of Kin and All Kill chapters of recent memory. The same studio that follows the data, completely blind to the context of that data when making game-changing balance decisions. The same studio that left Freddy and Leatherface in a pathetic state for much longer than they should have. The same studio whose biggest hype trains have consistently been for content that wasn't even their own creations. When was the last really good killer character in design and gameplay an original creation by Behaviour? I'd argue that the Oni was the last good original killer, and I still think his Mori is the best. And now this highly original studio is yet again borrowing the successful franchise of another company to supplement their own lack of follow-through when it comes to chapter design. I mean, as always, the art team does a great job with the visuals, and Resident Evil will no doubt look great. But when it comes to gameplay, everyone should know what to expect by now.
Space Coconut.
Now that I've brought you back down to earth from your hype train high, let's speculate about the Resident Evil chapter a little bit. Considering the fact that Dead by Daylight hasn't had a big chapter reveal like this in Silent Hill, and it's their 5th year anniversary, we can probably speculate big and still be within the realm of possibility. First, the map. Of course, a license this big will have a map to come with it, and being the all-knowing gaming guru that I am, I went to the Resident Evil Reddit to ask them where they thought the map could be within the Resident Evil universe. And their responses were pretty much the same. If it's a forest location, the only candidate is Raccoon Forest surrounding the Spencer estate. Conveniently enough, the teaser gives us a tip that this might be the case. Clovers don't exist anywhere else in the fog, so we can safely assume that we're getting a new map in the same way that we assumed that we weren't getting a new map with the Blight. The next clue that this is probably the Spencer Mansion are the zombies we hear in the teaser. In the first half of the original game, we're fighting zombies in the mansion. As the game went on, we started fighting crazier and crazier mutated abominations. The sounds we hear in the teaser are probably not the killer, but rather the ambient noises we can expect from the map itself. An homage to the source material like the Clock Tower puzzle and other Easter eggs in the Silent Hill map. From a design point of view, the Spencer estate is massive, and just like the Macmillan estate, I think we'll have one realm and then different areas within that realm. So an area that's outside of the mansion itself, that's very woodsy and maybe like that graveyard that's behind the mansion or whatever that is, could be a section of the map, so the possibility of that happening is pretty real. Naming the survivors is a piece of cake. The characters that come with the chapter will probably be Jill and Chris from the original game, with purchasable legendary skins for Leon, Claire, and possibly Wesker. I say this because much like the Silent Hill chapter, and all the other skins in the game, the more unique the look, the more money you can expect to pay for it. It's just good business, right? As for the killer, there are too many good choices to say which one they've chosen, but the most iconic is the stars-loving Nemesis, and probably most fitting for an iconic crossover of this magnitude. Much like Pyramid Head, they'll probably take some liberties with his power to either implement new mechanics or reinvent old ones. Because of this, there's no way to guess what they've done with his power. But it'll be a missed opportunity if his Mori doesn't involve a rocket launcher, don't you think? It's still way too early for any more educated guessing since we don't have much solid information to go on, so I'll leave it there for now. Let me know in the comments below what you thought about this video and what you'd like to see in the future. Just a heads up though, I'll still do Dead by Daylight stuff if I get a good discussion idea, but I'll make videos for other games if I get an idea for those too, so I don't lose my mind playing Dead by Daylight more than I have to. I don't care if the views tank, I'll play and make videos for things I enjoy. Like, share, sub, and hit the bell if you want to help the channel grow. And until next time, for now, I'll see you in the fog.